It only took me 2 years to turn this into this. All because there is a secret way to quickly become emperor as Ottomans and generate an infinite imperial authority. In this video, I will create HRE vassal swarm as Ottomans in only 2 years. At first, it might look like your average Ottoman start, but believe me, in a few years we will have a lot of fun. I'm going to start by granting some privileges, mana privileges, don't worry about crownland, we won't have much crownland later anyway. Religious diplomats, very important, take some burger loans, let's take forced draft and grant officer rights. We hire pre-company and one other company, let's take a look here. Morlocks look good, I will hire Morlocks, let's make a ruler general, pretty good, and we only need to wait right now. Oh, and let's also do a few more things, very important. I need to buy some galleys, 3 galleys to be precise. I need to ally Bohemia, let's see if I can ally anyone else right here. Nope, not really, that's fine. I need to improve with Burgundy and electors. Although, no, that's not fine. I think it would be much more fun if we could roleplay it, maybe even speak directly to its king. And thankfully, our today's sponsor Polybuzz has provided a convenient way to roleplay. Let's talk to Friedrich directly. Polybuzz is a chatbot app where you can talk to your own custom character, or you can use one of the millions of characters made by other users. As you can see, I'm here to have a friendly chat with King of Saxony, Friedrich II. I ask him why he won't ally us.
Holy Roman Empire is not to be taken down by foreign alliances. We Saxons have our own methods of diplomacy.
But I still want to ally it. Let's hear the king out. What does he want in exchange?
I desire no Ottoman riches. Saxony seeks to maintain its independence through strength, not alliances.
And the platform features over 20 million characters, meaning you can talk to anyone. For example, let's talk to Frederick the Great. I will ask him a very reasonable question. Of course, I hope he will answer.
No, Zoroastrianism, a fascinating and disciplined faith indeed. But tell me, my dear Bonobo, how would such a conversion benefit my Prussia?
Well, judging by his message, he wants to hear me out about Zoroastrian Prussia. And if you want to use premium features of the app for free, then you're in luck. Just use my promo code and you'll get such premium features like unlimited voice listening, long memory, and more. Polybuzz already has over 40 million downloads, so if you want to join them, use my link in the description and enter my promo code to get premium features. Thank you Polybuzz for sponsoring this video. Believe me, that's very important. So the victory over Varna Crusade, that's the first step, and siege engineer Urban. So we're going to spend some ducats and get a very good advisor. Here we go, Urban. And let's hire some other advisors to make reputation, stability, why not? Awesome. Now we can finish the guns of Urban and get 4 cannons in Constantinople. And we can finish Aftermath of Varna and fill the Ortas. Awesome. Let's also boost our merchant guilds maybe. Yeah, let's grant merchant guild naval school rights. Awesome. As for rivals, I will choose Mamluks, England, why not? Hungary. Okay, 11th December, let's declare on Byzantium. It'll be pretty easy, legally speaking, hopefully. And I will also declare on Naples. Let's draft some ships, so let's grant admiralship, and let's take a look at our admiral. He is awesome actually, I'm surprised, I didn't save scam at all, I don't know how it happened. Okay, surprisingly or not really, we still lost, that's no big deal, a little bit sad but it's no big deal. The Constantinople fell, finally, but I kind of don't want to create Morea because of a wine in those provinces. You might ask, why wine? What's so special about wine? And you will see, so we'll just fully conquer it. I got a little bit unlucky with Theodora, it will take some time to get it out of the war. Okay, here we go, let's just wipe those guys right here. Awesome, I'm just going to fully conquer Byzantium. I think we could make Constantinople capital, right? Just need to peace out, so I'm not going to core it, but I am going to core this stuff right here. Awesome, so here we go, conquer this too. So I will move my capital, become empire, get one stability, right? How long it will take to core? 1448, and the truce with those guys, and in December 1449, okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, let's just wait for it to finish coring, I guess. Okay, I see we can almost ally Burgundy, which would be just perfect. Let's currently South Austria. Yeah, we can ally. Perfect. So now that we ally Burgundy, half of the strat is done. Burgundy is the most difficult part here. So you actually might ask why am I spending so much money? And soon you will see the answer. Although actually I think I already can do whatever I need. So first, let's take a look at our charts. Orthodox is almost majority. So what I'm going to do? is I'm going to find some cheap Orthodox points to develop, like this one, Ternova. Let's develop it a little. 48.5 already, 48.6, 49%, okay, finally. So now I can trigger rebels, right? If I can find them. Here we go. I put a missionary here, but I'm not going to cover this province. Instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to spawn, if I could, I don't know why I can spawn. I want to spawn zealots, Orthodox zealots. If we put missionary, we can spawn the zealots. I think that's because noble rebels have too much of progress, right? Yeah. Okay, let's click reign increase, so the guys here lose separatism. Okay, here we go, found on good province. I think we could spawn zealots here. Yeah, here we go, Orthodox zealots. So because I developed my provinces a few times, and now Orthodox religion is a majority of development, as you can see. That means we can instantly annex Orthodox zealots demands. We are now Orthodox, but we can develop a Sunni province, a good Sunni province, once or twice. I think I need to do it twice. Yes. And we can adopt Islam as the state religion. Get one stability. Okay, so we also got plus 50 relations with other countries. I'm sure there are people who know about this, but for those who don't know, I'm going to repeat this 3 more times, right? I need to develop Orthodox province once again, once or twice, I hope only once. And I'm going to flip to Orthodox yet again. And develop Sunni province once again, adapt Islam as state religion, here we go. Yes, that does kill our crown land, by the way, it does, but don't worry about it. Let's find one more Orthodox province. We need to always put a missionary, alright, someone here. I think if rebels are above 30%, that means they can't be replaced by zealots. Okay, so here we go, some core provinces. I'm going to state Maria. Is wine everywhere here? Not really, so I'm going to full core wine provinces, right? I'm going to become Orthodox once again. Awesome. Well, let's flip to Sunni once again, and let's do it one last time. To Orthodox from here, put missionary here, Orthodox zealots. Okay, need to develop one more time. Okay, accept demands, and now here's a very important trick. I'm sure you haven't seen it. It's a new exploit found online, and it's actually pretty cool, because we're Orthodox, right? We're Orthodox. We can right now grant monopoly on wine and get 48 ducats. So, monopoly on wine, why is it important? Well, it's important because, let me show you. First we need to make decision to flip to Islam available. Here we go. Here's the trick. It's kind of insane, but it's a trick. We grant monopoly on wine, and we don't close this window. We don't. We'll leave it open. Now, what can happen is that we can click this decision, become Sunni, right? We're Sunni, and I think that's the maximum of relations we could get, so that's enough for me. Now that we're Sunni, in theory, monopoly on wine is ineligible. Sunnis can't give monopoly on wine. That's forbidden, right? So if I close this window, it's going to go away. It's going to disappear. But if I don't close this window and somehow revoke it, I can give it once again and in theory repeat for infinite amount of time. And that means in theory we can get infinite amount of ducats. So, okay, how do we do this? How do we revoke? So, we go to our macro builder, states, Karadenis, I think it's the best one right here. We abandon state, we state once again, boom, we can grant monopoly once again. And we can repeat this, we can unstate, we can state, boom, we can grant once again. So, that's infinite money. Okay, now you might ask if I'm insane enough to click this manually. And I will answer that I'm not that insane yet. Lack of release date for EU5 still didn't kill my sanity, although it's close. So instead what I will do is I will use a special program, my friend AutoClicker. I already set it up, as you can see it's doing it for me, I'm just giving it commands. So, now you might ask, do you need to do this for the strategy? Because it looks tedious as hell, right? No, you don't need to. You don't need to at all. Why am I doing this? I'm doing this because it's easier for me. If we have a few 100,000 ducats in our coffers, then conquering the provinces I need would be very easy. It would be extremely easy. It would be a walk in the park. You don't need to technically do this, but I will. So just ignore the step if you don't want to. Ottomans can easily win against the folks we need anyway without this. But once again, I'm very lazy, and this is very convenient for me. And I already know how to set up automation. If someone wonders what I'm doing exactly, I combine a Python script and AutoClicker, so it does it for me. It generates around 50 ducats a second, so it's around 100k ducats an hour. So I just left it for 2 hours, returned, and I have 200,000 ducats, exactly. Now that we don't need it really, right? That should be enough for us, more than enough. It's very, 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 very important that once you do this exploit, no matter what, do not think of closing this window, don't. Because as you see, after you close, you immediately lose access to this privilege, immediately. You can't get it anymore. So if you want cash, just don't close it, don't close it. In any case, now that we have 200,000 ducats, I'm going to get maximum level advisors, right? We can afford this. And because we flipped a religion 4 times, we can instantly vassalize a lot of Sunni miners, a lot of them. So I will also get Ottoman government back. Now we can go and work. I will do this with Ramazan, Dulkadir. Can we do this? Thunder? I think not. I think it's a bad idea. We could, but it's a bad idea. So vassalize Ramazan, Dulkadir. Now we could vassalize Erbil, I think. Yep, we could. Same here. I will rein in those guys. Okay, let me explain. Because we flipped our religion 4 times, each time you flip religion and become Sunni, you get plus 50 relations with all Sunni nations. With all Muslim nations even. So as you can see, I've got plus 200 with everyone. Literally everyone. This allows us to instantly vassalize almost anyone. You can vassalize Shirvan too, actually. I also kind of forgot, but I should break guarantee on Ragusa. I don't even think it's necessary, to be honest. We could conquer it together with Albania. So need to like Crimea to finish Crimean destiny. Okay, anyway, truces with our friends have expired. That means I should act, right? So Ottomans have truces with all those guys right here at the start. And now you will see why I wanted that much cash. Yes, I'm going to buy all the companies. Well, not all the companies, but most of them. Levants, sounds good. Okay, that should be enough. Okay, I kind of don't want to fight Hungary right now, but I guess I have to. So let's start with Serbia. Yes, let's start with Serbia. So our goal is to conquer all of those guys, so Bosnia, Herzegovina, Venetian Balkans, and Albania, and Ragusa, and make Hungary our eyalet. Now I hope you are getting why I'm improving with electors, because that will create some aggressive expansion. I can just quite literally assault forts, I don't really care about this. Okay, so our goal with Hungary is just to, I guess, break alliance with Austria. I want short, small truce, I don't want take much, although it might potentially be dangerous. Actually, it might be potentially dangerous, because of Poland. Yes, okay, let's not break alliance with Austria, let's just avoid peace. I will be able to handle Austria, but I need to make sure Hungary stays in one piece. That's very important. Okay, so now what will happen is we declare on Venice. It's because we need 20 provinces in Balkans. Without Venice, it will be impossible to get this. Now, let me briefly explain. I'm trying to finish Fate of the Shirma. Now, of course, you might say, what are you talking about? It has a requirement of having 5th level in government reforms. And you're correct. You're very correct. It's in fact impossible to do this right now, but it's possible to do it later. This will blow your mind, but wait a little, wait a little. Right now, we just need to get to the mission. And let's hide our ships, maybe. Maybe not. Maybe we can take them on. Let's go. Let's take Venice on. Okay, awesome, Bosnia is siege town. I'm not in a rush to piece out Bosnia at all, or anyone for that matter. Let's also declare Albania, although when does our truce end with Ragusa? God knows when, it doesn't even show. 1454. Screw it, let's wait for a little. Let's go to Herzegovina. And it seems, yes, we can easily handle Venetian fleet. That's what infinite money does to you. Love some infinite money. The biggest disadvantage is that we were kind of late. Because of that, we couldn't get as much vessels. But vessels right here don't really matter that much. I'm doing it only because I like to optimize stuff. You could do it without vessels at all. This is mostly about HRE. Yep, we destroyed Venetian fleet. Shame there isn't achievement about this. Okay, well, one of my troops is standing by, doing nothing, so I think why not declare on Karaman. I just need to scornfully insult. Okay, here we go, we can buy trust with Crimea. Now we can finish Crimean destiny and get Crimean as vessel. Awesome. Okay, let's piece out Karaman. So, Venice, pretty important. I think those 4 provinces should be enough. We need to have 20 total in this area. And if we conquer everyone else, that should be enough. That should be enough. Let's break its guarantee in Albania and allies with Genoa. Awesome. Now I need to piece out Wallachia, Herzegovina, alright, Bosnia, just a little bit more. Yep, should be enough. And finally Serbia. Okay, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. Now you might ask, how am I going to core all of this? That's a very good question, very insightful. The answer is that I'm not going to core this. Instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to release them. I'm going to release Wallachia. It's a little bit unloyal, I know this. Because it's pretty big, actually, it's pretty big. Let's blockade a little. Promote to eyalet, just develop it a little, so less liberty desire. Okay, yeah, I need to improve relations with them. That's fine, let's release Dalmatia, or rein them in. Yes, coalition, don't worry about coalition at all. Coalition is fine, as long as I don't stick out my head, it's fine. I don't think I will release Serbia, I'll just core these provinces right here, core Kosovo. I just need to make sure I don't mess up the truces, that's what's important. If I mess up even one truce, it was going to be a little bit painful. Just a little bit. Maybe to save myself from collision, I will ally some guys right here, Persia and Karkoinu, just to be safe. But it's true not declare. Yeah, we only need 2 more provinces, and we have potentially 3 more. Yeah, that's good enough. That's good now. That's awesome, I would even say. Let's release Bosnia too, maybe. Yeah, they are leaving the coalition, as you saw. That's because we're just too powerful. Those 200k Ducats bought us an army that's literally the biggest right now in the world. Look at this. Literally the biggest army by far. Like twice as big as me. No one can do anything to us. I will release Bosnia. Okay, of course you might ask. To become HRE Emperor, right? We must be Catholic. Catholics can't have ALETs. Why do I release them? The answer is that we will keep our ALETs, no matter if we flip or not. So now that those guys right here are my ALETs, people declare war right now. We actually could vassalize Kazikumuk too, so that doesn't sound like a bad idea. In any case, let's go declare on Albania. I'm sorry, Skanderberg, there is no chance you can do this. I'm sorry, Skanderberg, I'm sorry. I will quickly declare on Ragusa while I can, before it enters coalition. So, I'm just going to say it, after we conquer Hungary, boom, complete ignore of Christian world. Okay, so this is pretty bad. This is pretty bad, I'm not going to lie. I think it's extremely bad luck, to be honest, because Charles was like 20 years old. I will say scam, I will. Believe me, it's necessary, so we must get Burgundy, that's #1 condition. I will actually do a small tiny trick. I'll just scornfully insult Mediterranean. Where I will call in Persia, I will be smart about this. Now that we are together with Persia, I can easily declare on Akoyunlu. So first idea group going to be diplomatic, no doubt about this. Going to focus on Diplo. I actually could call in Crimea, so because Persia is at war together with me, I could declare on Akoyunlu, call in Crimea. Because Crimea is at war together with me, I would be able to also declare on Kandar, because Crimea wouldn't protect it. Okay, we siege down Albania, that's good. Let's maybe hire a little bit more mercenaries, because why not? Okay, now the fun begins. We must declare on Hungary. I would say, but we can't. Okay, let's see. Would there could be a coalition? Actually could, if it doesn't join coalition. I just need to quickly conquer Albania. Okay, here we go, awesome. What even give magic rest expansion, just our course. Now we could declare on Hungary, because I can finish push into the north, right? Get Ottomans campaign of conquest on both Wallachia and Hungary. So essentially we just got to conquer like Albania, Bosnia, Herzegovina, Venetian Balkans, Serbia, and that's it, it's simple. Now we can subjugate the Armenians, because I also conquered Wallachia, and we could declare with Ottoman campaign of conquest on Hungary, which I will do, and it might be beneficial to draw out the war, but I'm not sure. Okay, awesome. Setting up a siege town. That means we can peace out. Kandar, my friend. Once again, ignore the coalition. Ignore the coalition. It's going to be fine. Believe me. Have some faith. We are slowly winning against Hungary, which is pretty good. I would say I'm happy. But I'm not in a rush at all. I'm not in a rush. We're taking this slowly and carefully. I'll peace out. Great course. Just return some course that is stolen from Kazikumuk. Awesome. Akoyunlu is mine. I'll just vassalize. No big deal. We siege down Vienna, this should be more than enough to peace out Hungary, but once again, we are taking it slowly and carefully. No need to rush. No need to rush at all. Okay, it seems Crimea became our vassal, right? Yeah, Crimea is ours. Here we go. Revoke March. We need to peace out with everyone first, that's fine. What's not fine that because of Crimea, Akoyunlu started getting some bad ideas, which I don't like. I think we can spend some military to develop it. Yeah, well, let's promote to Elet. And yes, you might notice that I'm improving with Denmark and France. And yes, it's that bad. Our coalition is going to be that bad. Both could join. I'm not joking. I'm not joking at all. I'm that serious. Okay, I'll just really build this. Okay, awesome, that should be enough. Yeah, we can vassalize it easily. Vassalize this guy right here. Oh, I can't, because Persia took it. Of course. Of course, Persia, thank you so much. Persia prevented me from vassalizing it. Okay, I'm just going to wait peace Florence. Finally, let's feed this to Dalmatia. Oh, yeah, okay. I can't feed Dalmatia because it's not at war together with me, so it's fine. Yay. And I guess let's peace out Hungary. I think it could be made faster, this whole thing, but I'm not really that much of a speedrunner. So, yeah, I think let's just establish a Yelet. I could also steal Croatia, but not sure if it's a great idea. But I could. I definitely could. Let's leave Croatia be. Let's leave Croatia be. It's fine. As you can see, coalition is very fun as is. Okay, let's establish a Yelet in Hungary. Okay, awesome. Let's finish this mission, annihilate Hungary, get 100 diplomatic power. And make it Coriolet. Okay, awesome. So, what's next, you might ask? That would be a great question. Okay, first I need to revoke much on Crimea, promote it to Aelet, and reign it in. We need to make as much as Aelet right now as possible, because that's our last opportunity. I make Aelet of Canada, not Chile. Let's try making Jared Aelet. Yeah, the 200k Ducats really a little bit made stuff more difficult. It's fine. Yeah, I need to also make this guy Aelet. That's pretty important. Oh, wait, Lithuania is independent? So Poland is useless. Okay, it's fine. That's cool. Okay, let's vassalize this guy right here. promote Ayelet. Don't worry about Ayelets, we would be able to later get them back. Let's promote, reign in, okay. And reign in this guy, and we can convert to Orthodox. Splendid, splendid. Yeah, I think that's good enough. Well, I would say the start is already pretty good. It's looking pretty good, not going to lie. We actually could also vassalize Granta. It might be yummy. But okay, let's stay focused. So first we need to finish, we can also unify Anatolia. Okay, that's cool. Let's do it. I've done it so we could get claims on Mamluks. Anyway, right now, we need to inherit Burgundy and become HRE Emperor. I know those two things sound pretty RNG because they are pretty RNG. Right now, our first goal is to convert back to Orthodox. Now you might ask how to convert back to Orthodox. Now, we did conquer some provinces, let me even check. And we conquered more of Sunni provinces, it seems, than Orthodox. So I would either need to develop my provinces or feed them to vassals. Let me think. Let's try it first developing maybe. Okay, yeah, that's working. But it's going to be expensive. 47.4, already 47.6. We're getting there. 47.9, here we go. We're majority Orthodox. So now that we're majority Orthodox, we could do is we could accept Rebel's demands. Okay, now we are Orthodox, right? So first of all of our core Ayelets remain core Ayelets. They don't go away. They're forever like this. No matter what we do, those are ours. That's it. Zip, right? Now, here's the trick. Usually Fate of the Shirme, as I've said, is impossible to finish, but because we are not eligible for Ottoman government, we can complete it as Orthodox. Why is it important to finish it as Orthodox? Because if we click the first option, get enact expanded the Shirme system, it's tier 5 government reform. And yes, we are not eligible for it, but we still can get tier 5 government reform because of this, right? So we could just click this, and we are tier 5 government reform. Okay, so this was technically the hardest part. By the way, I royal married Pasha as Orthodox, pretty funny in any case. So that was the hardest part. Essentially, once you flip Orthodox, the hardest part to get this mission would be to conquer Hungary, Wallachia, and 20 provinces in Balkans. That's the hardest part. After this, easy. And now that we have tier 5 government reform, all we need to do is we need to inherit Burgundy. To inherit Burgundy, we need to royal marry Burgundy. And we need to wait until Charles dies. Because I'm doing it for YouTube, right? I'm kind of speedrunning. So what I will do is I will save scum. How I will save scum? I will save game. I will create a backup, a separate backup file. I have a guide on my channel about save scumming. You can watch if you want to. But essentially, I'm going to save backup, wait until 1465, I think, or so. And if Charles doesn't die, I'm just going to restart. That's how it's going to work. It's going to be tedious, it's going to be boring, but we'll push through. Although first, before doing this, I will ally Brandenburg. I will improve the electors, and I will just do nothing in the game. So it's a little awesome. Okay, I will be back once we get Burgundy. Once again, it's not necessary. The only reason I'm doing this is for YouTube. You can do it as slowly as you want. You can just ignore this for some time, go to Mamluks, whatever. I'll do this. Okay, that's pretty unusual, but the reason I'm going to save scum is because the emperor has died. My plan is to be successor of Friedrich. And now the new ruler is pretty young, and that's pretty bad. Well, I'm just going to save scum until everything is good. Once again, I'm just doing it only because I'm speedrunning, essentially. That's why. Come on, Charles. Come on, I believe in you. I don't know how much time I've spent restarting it, but it's pretty considerable. And it always declares in Savoy. I feel like I'm in Groundhog Day. Just if you don't die, I will be mad. I will be angry. Okay, it's the second time Friedrich dies before Charles. Why do I get Burgundian inheritance in like 1450s? When I don't need to, but I can't get it right now. I even extended my deadline to 1470. It's insane. In any case. Boom! Finally! Yay! Okay. I'm over-exaggerating. I was literally just chilling, watching some content. Wasn't really doing much. But anyway, we suffered. Now Burgundy is ours. Awesome. Yeah, France doesn't like us anymore. I need to save and backup. It's too much of hassle to do it again. Okay, awesome. Let's buy some ability, like Ottoman Siegecraft, why not? +1 leader siege. So now most likely Austria will declare on us, right? Yeah, most likely it will. I just need to wait a year. And after that we're going to save scum again. Yeah, I know it's fun. It's fun. But whatever. Okay, at least we have PU Burgundy. I'm happy. Oh no, Urban died. Okay, that's a shame. Can ally 3 or 2. It's good. Come on, Austria, declare war. Don't be shy. I'm waiting for you. Oh, here we go. That was easy. That would be extremely easy. I can just do whatever, to be honest, with Austria. It doesn't matter. I just assault. Can we write peace? Almost. Yeah, here we go. We can write peace. So, now, what I will do now is I will, once again, one more save scum session. One more. There will be in total 3, with the last one being the easiest. We need to inherit Burgundy. This should be easier. The mean time to happen of the event with horse is 15 years, so I shouldn't wait much in theory. In theory that should be pretty quick actually, if I don't declare any wars. So let's see. I hope it won't take much. By the way, also, you could avoid this whole hassle with Burgundy altogether if you know CB is Frisia on 11 December. That's also a possibility. Why? Because if Frisia is in Netherlands, it's not in HRE at the start, so you could know CB, vassalize, conquer some Dutch minor, like Utrecht, for example, right? Or something like this. Then you would be able to convert to Dutch culture too. Why convert to Dutch culture? So converting to Dutch culture is the whole thing we're doing Burgundy. It's not the only way, but I think it's the chillest way. You don't even need safe scamming to be honest in most cases, unless you speedrun. Why convert to Dutch? Because that way we would be able to get hundreds of imperial authority. Okay, I safe scammed so hard, my font mod got removed. I'm not joking, I don't know what's going on, I don't know why my font mod is not working, but it's kind of funny. And now I remember how ugly default EU4 font is. Okay, I swear this is like 7th time maybe when Austrian Emperor dies. Just when I save scam like after this, after 1466. Okay, well that didn't take long at all. It took, let me tell you, 9 restarts. Yep, a fun fact, a very fun fact. So the mean time to happen works the same way if you just wait, or if you wait, for example, let's say 3 years, then save scam, then wait again. It will work the same way, so the probability is the same. So technically, if you save scam, wait 1 year, restart the game, and do it 15 times, you would get the Duchess of Burgundy. Well, in theory. In any case, let's inherit Burgundy. Okay, now you might ask, why? That's a great question. So, first of all, we can convert to Catholic, that's first of all. When we convert to Catholic, we can become the Emperor of HRE. Yes, exactly. I think I can ally everyone here. Yep, I can, which I will do, gladly. Awesome. Although we do have some prestige problems, but that's not a big deal. Okay, that was part 1, now part 2. We need to become Dutch. Now of course you might ask, why do we need to become Dutch? And that's absolutely a great question. On the surface it doesn't make sense, but if we become Dutch, we would get one unique country form. That's right. Which is the best here? I think let's just convert to usual Dutch, Holland may not. So we just need to unstate all non-Dutch provinces, that's it. Okay, awesome. Now we are 45% Dutch, I think we could just develop province here 1-2 times, it's not a big deal. 48%, 50%, here we go. Now that we have 50% of Dutch culture, we can become Dutch. Okay, awesome. Now that we are Dutch, we have Stadhouder monarchy. Okay, so we have Stadhouder monarchy. What's next? If you read very carefully, it enables parliament. Alright, we have parliament. Now let's go to wiki. Take a look at this wonderful event. Constitutional restoration. Conditions. Is a monarchy, does not have a parliament, has the separation of power, and has reached Tier 5 government reform. As a result, we can get parliamentarism. Okay, that sounds interesting, right? But you might not understand what I'm talking about. Rightfully so. So because of this mission, Fate of the Schirme, we've got 5th reform tier, right? 5th reform. Okay, awesome. We have parliament. Right now we have parliament. And that means we have this decision. Formalize separation of powers. Alright, let's get one. Okay, we can formalize separation of powers. Let's go. And now the only thing we need is to get rid of parliament. To get rid of parliament, we actually need to either flip from Dutch culture or wait until we have 50 government reform progress. So, alright, I'm in a bit of pickle. I'm not going to lie, because I need 100 government reform progress. That's what I need. So, to get this much, there is actually a way. We need to take 8 loans. That's right, I'll take 9 just to be safe. And if you take 8 loans, there's a very good chance you'll get one specific parliament debate. Here we go. Reformed government. 30 government reform progress. Okay, we have parliament, right? We need to switch out of the parliament. One way to do it, because we are Dutch, and this reform is unique to Dutch people, right? And one way to do it is to flip back to something else. Alright, maybe let's just unstate North Brabant, state all Greek provinces, dump a little bit of development right here. Okay, now we should be able to culture shift back to Greek Ottomans, ladies and gentlemen. Now that we are Greek, we lost a Dutch government reform. That means we lost parliament, and that means, because of separation of power, right? We would get the event I was talking about. Okay, here we go. We get constitutional restoration, which will enact parliamentarism, tier 6 government reform. We are right now on tier 5, so one government reform tier is a gift to us. Okay, so now you might ask, what's next? That's a great question. So, once again I need 30 government reform progress. Remember that 8 loans and you are more likely to get it. Okay, so now we have 800 government reform progress. What will happen next? We switch out of parliamentarism. Mind you, we still have separation of powers, so that means the constitutional restoration can happen again, right? And we wait for constitutional restoration yet again. I will switch back to Dutch culture, by the way. Just need to unstate all Greek provinces, and I think develop Dutch provinces a little bit, just a little. Will be enough. Yep, we can become Dutch. Just so I can take the provinces back. Let's go. Okay, I feel like it's already some kind of EU4 esoteric magic. It sounds normal to me, but if I try to write it down, I think it would be like full novel on Ottomans guide. Okay, constitutional restoration. Here we go. We switch into Republic. We don't click anything right now, we just switch into Republic. We build full force limit of our troops. We need to waste all of our manpower, right? All of our manpower needs to be wasted, that's a must. Now, we choose Dutch Republic. Because we wasted all of our manpower, there is extremely high chance we get stability debate. Let's wait one more month. Here we go, stability, right? Now we click, it doesn't matter what you click here at all, just need to get to tier 6 command reform. Okay, I have to buy one stability, that's not a big deal. We now switch to monarchy. We choose Stadtholder monarchy, which has parliament. It's completely reset. Wait one more month. Can get one more stability. Now we can switch out to feudal nobility, and we can enact parliamentarism tier 6 government reform and get one more stability. And because we got parliament one more time, we can get one more stability. Alright? Awesome. Note that we have a tier 6 government reform for free. We've got 800 free government reform progress. So now, as usual, we just click off to something else like aristocratic court, and we wait for constitutional restoration event again. So if you do like I've just done, it should be stability neutral, meaning you don't lose any stability. So how much government reform progress do we need? I forgot, let me check. We need around 30,000 something government reform, it doesn't really matter. Around something like that. So we need to repeat this 4 times. Okay, I'm interested if I will be in time before 1474 11th November. That would be cool, but I'm not sure. Mean time to happen of constitutional restoration is 1 year. Also, by the way, I just want to tell you that if you adopt Islam as state religion, you can generate free stability, right? It gives you one stability, so you just develop Orthodox province, convert to Orthodox, then develop Sunni, get Islam, get one stability, then Orthodox, then Islam, one stability. You can repeat this. But, of course, there is limitation of prestige, and we need prestige. It will reset us to -100, and prestige is very important for being elected. In any case, let's continue. Okay, here we go, second constitutional restoration. Once again, what I will do, I will click Become a Republic. I will make sure to dump all my manpower. I will become Stadtholder monarchy. Oh, okay, in this case, Dutch Republic. Get one stability, assign a seat, whatever, click. Okay, I've done something wrong because I have not enough of stability. I don't know what I've done wrong. Anyway, let's just buy 2 stability, I guess. Become a monarchy, choose Stadtholder, get one stability, switch to feudal nobility, get parliamentarism, get one more stability. 100% I messed up somewhere, but I don't know where. Here we go, one stability. Awesome. Now let's just click off and wait. One more constitutional restoration, just wonderful. Let's become Republic, Dutch Republic. Yeah, it's a little bit finicky. And here we go. On stability, switch back to something else. Click. Okay, yeah, I see what's the problem. So I see, because I don't have enough crown land, I can't enact parliamentarism, and that's why I can't get one more stability. Not a big deal. It will be a little bit slower, but I'll just do it the old-fashioned way. Just with Dutch Republic. That would be fine. Okay, awesome, now we have 2 stability, just what we need. Become monarchy. Stadtholder. One more stability. Oh my god, how much would I bribe the guys? Okay, awesome. Cancel. Parliamentarism. One more stability. Yeah, that would work. Stability is pretty expensive to buy, that's why I'm trying to abuse parliament. Okay, awesome. Now we just switch to royal decree. It's important to not switch to any other government reform while you're waiting for constitutional restoration. It's very important, because if you do this, you will be ineligible for the event altogether. One more constitutional restoration. Yay, let's go. We do need to become Republic, Stadtholder. I don't know why, but the stability is a little bit annoying. Like 50-50. I don't see it at all. Here we go. Stability. Awesome. I need a few more stability. Okay, one more stability. Okay, let's do one more. Stability. I believe myself. Yes. And let's do one last time. Stability, please. Yeah, yep. Okay, awesome. Now we flip back to monarchy. Stadtholder monarchy once again. Okay, please. Okay, flip to another. Get parliamentarism. Yeah, let's get one more stability actually, why not? Awesome, and switch back to something else. I feel like I'm going insane already. It's absolutely the worst video I've ever done on this channel. It's absolutely terrible. I think it's worse than Ottomans Prussia. I think it's heresy. It's full freaking heresy. Second time, let's go. Pick Republic, Stadtholder. Stability, please. Stability. I'm recovering manpower too fast. I can't spend it in time. Okay, I need one more stability. So, get one more stability from Parliament. Okay, that's good. That's good. Let's get one more. I'm literally gaming Parliament right now. I feel dirty. Time to convert to monarchy. Okay, awesome. I think we are on the finish line at last. Just one more stability. It is extremely expensive on stability actually. Okay, awesome. So we already have 3,000. I think one more time and that should be enough. I hope. Okay, let's do it one last time. Okay, that was fast. That was really fast. I didn't save scam by the way. It came to me naturally. So let's go. That's how the monarchy. I pray for stability. I don't know why, but it feels like there is some kind of connection of if I get stability or not. I see some pattern, but I can't say what exactly is going on here. Okay, one stability, awesome. Okay, this should be enough. Get Parliament back. This should be enough. 30,640 reform progress should be enough. Okay, that was a bit intense, I would say, but we are done with this. I will replace parliamentarism with aristocratic court. Because of +1 diplomatic reputation, believe me, that's very important. I will royal marry as much electors as I can, because I need to get elected, that's right. Let's close and open. Our chances are not looking good, because we don't have much prestige. I could strengthen government, get some legitimacy, that would help. I could also bribe them, quite literally bribe, just send them cash, that would also help. EU4 is finally realistic. I'm not sure if trust would help, but I could also try. I do have some favors with guys. Alright, we are Dutch, right? Yes, we are Dutch, so we do have a Germanic culture. It's a pretty big advantage. I can influence them, I can bribe them, that makes things much easier. Although, still need more prestige. So I completed the burghers agenda. I will revoke patronage of the arts. We'll grant it again. Let's take a look. Holy Roman Empire. Yes, we are going to get elected. So the plan is I just leave scam. I think I do until 1480. Should not take too long, I hope. Okay, I almost bad-mouthed on YouTube. I don't know how much I have scammed. Oh my, I was almost there. Almost there. I was so close. Look at it, it died 1476. My god. I'll try again. So right now I'm trying to farm some prestige, as you can see. I wasn't in time this time, so anyway, that's fine. That's fine. I'm done. I'm done. I reloaded same few years over and over until I've got this. Now of course you might ask, why did I do it? For thumbnail. So there is pretty thumbnail. You don't need to do it, because I will show you the meat of the strategy right now. So it's pretty important. You must follow pretty carefully. We must be Dutch, right? As I've said, we must be Dutch. We must get Stadtholder monarchy, and we must switch back from Stadtholder monarchy to elective monarchy. So as you see, our ruler dies, we get re-elected, and we get 10 imperial authority. And because we switched to elective monarchy and our ruler died, we can choose another ruler, get 10 more imperial authority. Now we can repeat this, get 10 more, and just farm like this. We can actually get even some army tradition and stuff. Wait, why can't I? What the hell? You're joking, I'm at war, that's why I can't. Okay, well, that's why I saved, I guess. It's pretty important to do it in one day, right? To get all imperial authority in one day, because as you can see, I'm not eligible as emperor right now because I don't have an heir, and that means the strategy is a little bit more complicated. I will just revert to my save and peace out, Timurids first. By Timurids. Okay, now for real, let's do it. That's how the monarchy, elective monarchy, our ruler dies, then imperial authority, our ruler dies. It's very important to do it in one day. It's very important, believe me, it's extremely important. I'm not exaggerating. If you don't do it in one day, you just won't get elected as emperor. And that's why we need all of those reform progress. Each time we do one pass is around 100 reform progress. So 100 reform progress for 10 imperial authority. So it costs around 150 current reform progress for one reform in HRE. So yeah, you need at least 3000 at least. Yeah, by the way, we are farming army tradition too. It's getting more difficult to pass reforms the more you pass. Okay, we're already pretty good. Don't forget to click twice on each event. It can be a bit tricky, so let me show you. As you can see, this one was hidden. Okay, the emperor is dead. And yeah, as you can see, we need more and more reform progress. Okay, here we go. This should be enough. Yes, it is. A little bit more. By the way, take a look at our army tradition. It's already 100 because I constantly re-elect generals. It's pretty cool actually. we can also elect admirals for Navy tradition. Okay, a few more. It's actually pretty quick. I think we would have some government progress left to get a few more reforms, which is pretty cool. Okay, so we are almost there. We're already at Proclaim Erbkaisertum, so former German. That means, in theory, we would be able to become Sunni Emperor of HRE. And yes, by the way, we do get more imperial authority now. Although we need to be a little bit careful, because once we pass this reform, we won't get any more imperial authority from killing our monarch. Okay, awesome. Let's get this, and soon we will be able to revoke. As you can see, we already have a religious peace. Let's see if it will work. Actually, it does. Can we try it once again or no? No, okay, that was the last time it worked. So we've got around 30 imperial authority, and if I choose this, I would get 13 more. That would almost be enough. Yeah, by the way, take a look at our navy and army tradition, 100. It's pretty cool. So I would get around 13 more from this, 15 actually. And I just need to improve relations, guys, especially with Austria. Okay, we already have 56 imperial authority, which in theory should be enough. But once again, remember that it's more and more difficult to pass reforms. So essentially we would need more or improve relations. Okay, just for thumbnail, right? I will click this wonderful button. Revoke the Privilegia, 1480 baby, as Ottomans, 1480, Revoke Privilegia. Now there is of course one small but. I did technically revoke Privilegia, alright, but because I rushed it, I left around half of HRE out, which is not perfect, let's say. So for clickbait purpose, 1480, Revoke Privilegia as Ottomans, but I want to improve a little bit more. So to make this more efficient, first I would wait for 100 Imperial Authority. Second, I would improve with HRE members, and that should help a lot, especially the biggest HRE members. Here we go. All members of HRE would join us, all of them, down to the last one. So actually, I think I could make it a few years earlier, but Austria was very difficult to get on board, because first, it's big, second, we're historic rivals. I took a lot of time, I had to carry favors with it and buy trust manually, and also I had to get, of course, ideas for the French competition. In any case, Ottomans revoke, baby! Yay! We revoke religious Ottomans. If you wonder, I'm sure you will wonder actually. So let's see our development. We can actually flip to Sunni. We can do it. Okay, not sure if it's a good idea, but I will demonstrate. What I will do is I will just release some miners in low countries. That's not the smartest idea, but I think it's good to demonstrate how it works. Okay, now we can flip to Sunni, right? And we are still Emperor of HRE. We can click this button too actually. I think it doesn't matter if they like us or not. Or maybe actually we would need to become Catholic to click it. But I don't know, I'm not sure about this. So why is it cool? It's because we can become the Ottoman government, alright? We can make HRE ILS, man. God, it's so broken. It's so broken. So why ILS, you might ask? I'm actually not really sure if they will be annexed when you click the wonderful button, but they give insane income and they give insane manpower. I'm not sure if it matters if you're HRE emperor, but that's something. Essentially, we've got just no comments. Sunni, Dutch, Ottomans that are HRE emperor. That's the best video I've ever had. In any case, thank you for watching this video. I hope you liked it. If you liked it, please like it and subscribe to my channel. Have a good day.